Hello Cowboys Nation, welcome to another video, and without further ado, let's get to another round of news from America's team. Cowboys' announcement on preseason plans could spell trouble for Dak Prescott. When the New England Patriots selected former Tennessee Volunteers quarterback Joe Milton III with the 193rd pick of the 2024 NFL Draft, the choice left NFL experts befuddled. After all, the Patriots had already picked their presumed quarterback of the future in North Carolina's Drake May, in the first round with the number 3 overall pick. Even Milton was taken aback, telling reporters later that he had not even familiarized himself with the Patriots roster. That's how little he was expecting to be drafted by the 6-time Super Bowl winners. But New England player personnel chief Elliott Wolf said that Milton simply had too much talent to ignore. Milton's physical abilities coming out of college were already the stuff of myth, except they were real. His ability to throw a football more than 80 yards in the air was well documented in online videos, as was his propensity for standing backflips to celebrate touchdowns, or sometimes just because he felt like it. As a runner, Milton at 6'5" and 246 pounds was nearly unstoppable. The Patriots never gave him a chance to make his mark in an NFL game, however. Until Week 18, when Milton put on a jaw-dropping show, albeit in a meaningless game, against the Buffalo Bills, completing 22 of 29 passes for 241 yards, a touchdown and 14 first downs. At one point, Milton unleashed a 61.7 miles per hour pass, the second fastest ever recorded in the NFL. After the 2024 season, however, the Patriots apparently had seen enough of Milton, shipping him to the Dallas Cowboys in exchange for the 171st pick in the draft, and the 217th pick. Milton will be competing for the job as number 1 backup to 9-year veteran Dak Prescott. Having just last season signed their veteran quarterback to a record-setting, 4-year, $240 million contract, the Cowboys seem unlikely to allow Milton to challenge Prescott for the starter's role. Nonetheless, with Prescott attempting to come back from a serious hamstring tear that ended his 2024 season after just 8 starts, the veteran is expected to be sidelined for the Cowboys' 3 preseason games. Cowboys make big announcement on Milton plans. According to a Cowboys announcement on Monday, just one day ahead of the official opening of 2025 training camp, Milton will get a golden opportunity to show what he can do as an NFL quarterback in the preseason. Dallas head coach Brian Schottenheimer said the Cowboys want to see Joe Milton play a lot this preseason, reported Dallas News Cowboys correspondent Calvin Watkins on Monday. The Cowboys coaching staff appears to be high on Milton, so giving him the opportunity to put his skills on full display during the preseason will bring plenty of entertainment for those watching at home, wrote SI.com Cowboys reporter Josh Sanchez on Monday. Dallas gave up a 5th-round pick for Milton and a 7th-round selection, so it was a low-risk, high-reward move. Let's see how it pays off. But the real question is, should Prescott be worried? If he stays healthy, probably not. But Prescott has a lengthy injury record. In the years before his grade 3 hamstring tear, Prescott suffered a broken thumb, strained shoulder, fractured ankle, and elbow sprain among other ailments. Cowboys star Micah Parsons takes shot at Jerry Jones. Dallas Cowboys star Micah Parsons has fired back following eye-catching comments from owner Jerry Jones, who has shown little urgency to get a deal done with the All-Pro defender. Parsons is expected to command a record-setting extension, but negotiations have dragged as training camp begins. Despite Parsons being a cornerstone of the Cowboys' defense, Jones admitted he hasn't spoken directly with his agent, David Mulugheta, and downplayed the need to rush into a deal. "I've talked to people that have talked to him, let's put it like that," Jones told reporters on Monday. "I don't necessarily talk to these agents, or I don't necessarily talk to attorneys. I do stuff everywhere, and I don't necessarily talk to the people that are hired to do certain things. I talk to the principals 90% of the time." Jones then went on to take a shot at both Parsons and quarterback Dak Prescott about missing time due to injuries. Parsons missed 4 games last season with an ankle sprain, while Prescott saw his season end early due to a hamstring injury that required surgery. "Just because we sign him doesn't mean we're going to have him," Jones said. "He was hurt 6 games last year. Seriously. I remember signing a player to the highest paid player at the position in the league and he got knocked out 2/3 of the year." Dak Prescott. So, there's a lot of things you can think about, just as the player does, when you're thinking about commitment, guarantee, and money. Parsons did not directly respond to Jones, but he reposted a message from JJ Watt that called out the Cowboys owner. "Anytime you can publicly take a dig at your star quarterback and your star pass rusher simultaneously, right before the season begins, you just gotta take it," Watt wrote on X. "Nothing makes guys want to fight for you more than hearing how upset you are that they got hurt while fighting for you." Cowboys trade proposal swaps 2,000-yarder for lazy running back. The Dallas Cowboys enter another season with high hopes and perhaps misplaced trust in Jerry Jones and new head coach, Brian Schottenheimer. But the roster is competent, and the team must likely feel pretty good about almost every position, with the exception of running back. Now, the coaches may still be confident in the running back position group, but it is not clear that they should. Williams and Sanders have both regressed since their Pro Bowl caliber peaks a couple of years ago. Blue and Maffa are both late-round rookies, and Vaughn has a total of 110 career rushing yards in 2 seasons with the organization, despite some previous preseason hype around him. Schottenheimer and Jones may not be ready to admit they need help at the position, at least not yet. But at some point, reality could set in, and they might realize that bringing in reinforcements is necessary. One name that could make sense for the Cowboys is Tampa Bay Buccaneers running back, Rachaad White. Rachaad White is hardly a groundbreaking, earth-shattering, Saquon Barkley-esque signing that will reshape the landscape of the NFC East. But he is a good player who has had experience leading a rushing offense within the past 2 seasons. In 2023, White managed 990 yards on the ground to go with an impressive 549 yards through the air, along with 9 total touchdowns to make him one of the more lethal running back weapons in the league. After the arrival of the 4th-round phenom, also known as Bucky Irving, in the 2024 NFL Draft, White's touches and yards dipped dramatically. But White has shown reliable, dual-threat production during his time in the league, and he would make a lot of sense as the Cowboys' signing for this challenging season.